I got no other family. Travis Hunter confesses emotional truth days after marrying Leanna Lenee, a shutdown corner with the instincts of a wide receiver. A number 1 recruit who played with the urgency of an overlooked walk-on. A household name who never had a stable home. For most of his life, duality has followed Travis Hunter. Long before he became the face of a football revolution under Deion Sanders, Hunter was just a kid in a cramped motel room in Sewanee, Georgia, sharing one bed with his mother, stepfather, and 3 younger siblings. His entire world, then, was a single room and one growing conviction. He had to make it out that he was 14 when the family left Boynton Beach, hoping that a new environment and a better high school football program might lead to something bigger. The move brought them to Sewanee. First, they stayed with friends. Then it was the motel room. Hunter's stepfather brought him to Collins Hill High School and told the coaches his stepson was going to be a star. While the coaches did not initially believe that Travis would be a sure day 1 starter. All it took was 1 practice session for them to realize his potential. When we saw him for the first time in practice, we're like, damn, he isn't lying. This kid is legit, the high school coach, Drew Swick, had said when he saw Travis play for the first time. Since then, he has shown no signs of stopping. The struggle transformed him. In a recent interview with Action Sports Jax's Brent Martineau, Hunter talked about the initial struggles he faced. When asked if Travis would have been a different person if not for the move to Georgia, he disagreed, but did discuss a few aspects he learned during those days. I couldn't tell you. I mean, I'd be the same person, but I don't think I'd have the same energy and the same, go get, Travis said while speaking of the extra motivation and energy he got from the struggle of his initial days. Once my mom moved me, it was just like she put me in a space where like I got no other family. It's just me. I got to go to work. I got these 4 years of high school, get through those. And I got 3 years of college, get through that, Travis said. That work came in the form of early morning lifts, hours of route running, and late-night film study. By junior year, the home situation hadn't changed much, but Hunter had. He'd become a national recruit, a quiet force who carried more pressure than most kids his age. When it became clear the family couldn't give him the stability he needed, he moved in with Collins Hill assistant coach Frencha Fountain. He needed somewhere to breathe, Fountain later told The Athletic. Somewhere to grow without survival being the first thought in the morning. At Jackson State, then at Colorado, he became that very thing. Not just a player, but a vision. Cornerback, wide receiver, punt returner, face of a program. Over 2 years, he recorded 96 receptions, 1,258 yards, 15 touchdowns, and 35 tackles, all in a Heisman-contending season that defied positional logic. Through all that, there was one plan in his mind. The end goal was the NFL. Once I get to the NFL, got to go into, I can't go no more. And once I'm done with that, then I can sit down and relax, Travis said, explaining the plan, saying that he will only sit down and relax after he's achieved everything he wants in the NFL. This attitude of working hard till you make it is visible in Travis even today. While Travis will now have to get down to work to achieve his on-field desires, he is already ticking off things from his off-field bucket list. Ticking off one of the many items was his wedding to Leanna Lenee. However, things weren't as joyful as they should have been for the couple. After all, the two faced intense trolling, especially Leanna, for marrying Travis. At the same time, many on the internet had even advised Travis against marrying Leanna because of her past actions and intentions as they perceived them. Travis ticks item off bucket list as he marries GF. Travis Hunter and Leanna Lenee have been together for a long time. The two of them became official on Instagram back in March 2022, but their story goes back to the time Travis had met Leanna. She had not replied to Travis then because he wasn't single, but once Travis was in the market, theirs was a done deal. Leanna stayed with Travis through the 3 years at college, where he played football for Jackson State and Colorado. It was then that things started to get serious, and in February of 2024, the couple got engaged. Leanna has since then been a regular face at his football games and was present even when he won the Heisman Trophy or during the NFL draft. Soon after being drafted by the Jacksonville Jaguars, Travis and Leanna did not wait for too long. They eventually got married last week in a luxurious celebration at a venue in Tennessee. The couple was dressed beautifully in white, while the wedding party and the guests donned all black suits and dresses. Travis even made a grand gesture and got his bride a Mercedes-Benz AMG G63 Brabus 800, a car that is estimated to be worth over $200,000. As the couple got married, the internet was divided. While one part was supportive and happy for the couple, the other half was disappointed with him for marrying Leanna. Many people even trolled the couple for marrying young. A lot of fans, as well as pundits, also critiqued Travis for not signing a prenup before their wedding. They even questioned Leanna's loyalty and intentions for marrying him, with some calling her a gold digger. Legendary boxer turned chauffeur for Shiloh Sanders as Buccaneers rookie discovers new passion in Tampa. New Tampa Bay Buccaneers safety Shiloh Sanders has wasted no time making his presence felt, both on and off the field. Known for his high-profile media persona during his college days with the Colorado Buffaloes, Shiloh is bringing that same energy to Tampa Bay. The son of NFL legend Deion Sanders and brother of Cleveland Browns quarterback Shedeur Sanders, Shiloh joined the Buccaneers as an undrafted free agent following the 2025 NFL Draft. And for him, carving out a role in a crowded safety room won't be easy, with established names like Kayvon Merriweather and fellow rookie J.J. Roberts in the mix. However, Shiloh is already turning heads with his enthusiasm and work ethic. And while the battle for a roster spot is just the beginning, he's embracing life in Tampa Bay, both in the locker room and in the spotlight. Shiloh recently gave fans a glimpse into his new surroundings by posting a video on his YouTube channel, documenting his first adventures around Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers took notice, sharing some of the highlights on their official Instagram account. Sanders was honest about not knowing everything about Tampa Bay. In the video, he said, "We're in downtown Tampa. I forgot what this place is called over here. I've only been here for like a week and a half." However, Sanders was not just getting a feel for Tampa. Rather, he was finding places where he could have good quality food. The comments section on Instagram was filled with multiple suggestions. Former boxing champion Antonio Tarver also joined in to share his suggestions for the 25-year-old Shiloh. He commented, "Oyster catcher for brunch. Oyster thank me later, heavy check mark." It will be interesting to see whether Shiloh follows his suggestion or not in his upcoming video. For most undrafted free agents, simply appearing in the background of a team video or a quick B-roll shot would be considered a big deal. But Shiloh Sanders is getting far more than that. OTAs are in full swing for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. While attendance isn't mandatory for veterans, the team has seen an impressive turnout from its seasoned players as they begin working with the newest additions to the roster. For the rookies, especially those who went undrafted, this stretch is critical. It's their first real shot to turn heads, prove their value, and carve out a role within the organization, whether on the active roster, practice squad, or special teams. Among the more recognizable names in this rookie class, Shiloh Sanders is already turning heads for several reasons. Shiloh Sanders is slowly and steadily finding his way in his new team. Shiloh Sanders' path to the NFL wasn't exactly smooth. He wasn't selected in the draft and didn't receive an invite to the NFL Combine, a tough pill to swallow for any aspiring pro. But after signing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as an undrafted free agent, his spirits appear to have lifted. Determined to make a strong impression both on and off the field, Shiloh took it upon himself to bring his fellow rookies together. It was a simple gesture, but one that spoke volumes, a move to build chemistry and show leadership early on. In the midst of grinding through practices under the sweltering Florida sun, Shiloh Sanders found time to unwind with fellow rookies Jacob Parrish and Roman Parody. The trio stepped out for a night in Ybor City, catching comedian Desi Banks' performance at the Funny Bone, a well-earned break from the intensity of the practice field. And it's safe to say that Shiloh Sanders and his fellow rookies had a blast at the comedy show. It was a chance to enjoy some work-life balance, something that's just as important as the reps on the field. Offstage, the conversation naturally drifted to football, but Sanders also joked about trying stand-up himself someday. He even took a playful jab at his dad, Deion Sanders, saying the Hall of Famer wouldn't have much material to work with if he ever tried comedy. Shiloh's fitting in well, both with his new teammates and the Tampa Bay community. But he knows the road ahead is far from easy. As he pointed out in his latest video, the real work continues every day through training camp. If he wants to earn a spot on the 2025 roster and make an impact, he'll have to keep battling for it.